Hi. My hair is like annoying me. We're just gonna ignore that. Hi, my name is Betsy. So here's my Instagram if you want to go follow it. If you came from my Instagram, then hi. I am on here to post book videos, obviously, because I love books and I want to post stuff like reviews and rankings and I don't know, just stuff. So, we're gonna start off with some facts about me. Obviously, I love reading. I have been obsessed with reading since February 2024. But I actually originally started reading BookTok books in 2023 before I had a 10-month reading slump. I also love writing. So I'm writing too many books to count. I have one series that I'm working on, which has the first book of that has about 24,000 words, and then the novella only has like 500 words, because I barely worked on that. The second series has like 4,500 words, but I've mostly been planning that one. And then I have one book idea which I started working on, which has 600 words, and I have a million more book ideas. I actually came up with a new idea for a romance one literally the other day, and I wrote that down just so I remember it. So, the type of books that I read romance books, thrillers, mystery, fantasy, and dystopian. Some of my favourite authors are Tahereh Mafi with the Shatter Me series. I'm sorry, I still haven't read This Woven Kingdom. I do have it, it's on my TBR list we'll get to my TBR list in a second. I love Lauren Roberts. I actually went to see her.
We watched each other for a long moment. Her gaze unwavering, reminding me of the still ocean, the calm before the storm. Mark my words, Prince, I will be your undoing.
I lean in, fingering the knife against my throat as I murmur, "Oh, darling, I look forward to it."
May 1st, we're at the London thing, and it was so fun. It was amazing. I like Holly Black. I've read The Cruel Prince. I want to do a reread of that series soon. I've read The Stolen Heir, but I haven't read any more. But I know I need to, because I know I need to read The Prisoner's Throne, How the King of Elfin Learned to Hate Story. I think it's something like that. And then there's other books which I've recently discovered that she's written. I've also been getting into Stephanie Garber because I recently read Caraval. It was actually my last read. Now, last year I read Once Upon a Broken Heart, but I never actually got around to finishing the series for some reason. So I'm going to read the Caraval series first, then I'm going to reread Once Upon a Broken Heart and then continue on from there. Now I'm actually currently reading Legendary, so I'm not far into it. I'm only 22 pages in, but hopefully I'll make a review on that later on. I love Holly Jackson because her thrillers are just amazing. I can never predict who the killer is or like what's gonna happen. I'm just horrible at that. And same with mystery stuff. Jennifer Lynn Barnes, I have been getting into her recently. I've read The Naturals, the Killer Instinct, The Inheritance Games, Hawthorne Legacy, and The Final Gambit. I haven't actually read any more of those. I do have the third book in the Natural series. I just haven't got around to reading it again. I will do eventually though, because I am really, really enjoying those. And I will eventually read the spin-off series for The Inheritance Games. I love Chloe Walsh. I love the Binding 13 series. That series actually broke me, and I'm so excited for Releasing 10 to come out. It's like one of my most anticipated reads right now. I'm just like waiting for it. Those are kind of like my main authors right now. Yeah, I get it. Very BookTok, very typical teenage girl type thing. I also like, what's her name? Leigh Bardugo. I'm listening This is like the first thing that I'm actually listening to on audiobook. So I finished Shadow and Bone and I'm on to the second book. I've forgotten what it's called. I've read Six of Crows, but at the time when I read it last year, I didn't understand the world, so I was kind of just reading it for the vibes. Now I do understand the world and I want to do a reread eventually. Honestly, I want to reread a lot of the books that I read last year because, I don't know, I feel like I've forgotten a lot of things about them. Now, to my TBR pile, I just want to say, reading books and buying books are two different hobbies, okay? So that's why there's like a crazy amount of books that I haven't read. I haven't read over 50 of the books on my bookshelf. I know, I'm sorry. Just a bit about me in general. I am 14 years old, YouTube. My account is managed by my parents. Please don't ban me. So I am in year 9. My studies have actually sadly taken priority in a lot of the things that I do, because I'm starting GCSE topics this year. I actually picked my GCSE options like 2 months ago, so that's quite terrifying, but that's okay. I don't have to do them until year 11, so I've still got like 2 years worth of revision, which is great. Apart from all that stuff, which my life basically just consists of reading, writing and studying. Apart from all that, I actually play football. So this football season now is over, but I'm going to start doing tournaments soon. It's going to be hard to find time to do stuff, to make videos, to make like really long videos. Because I'm going to be at tournaments soon. Yippee! But hopefully we can win something, because last year I won a tournament. The only tournament that I was in last year, we did win, so that was fun. Just me in general, as you've already classified, I am a very typical teenage girl. Okay, very typical. Some of my favourite artists, well, my favourite artist is Taylor Swift. I went to the Eras tour last year. It was her last night in London. It was very fun. I loved it so much. But yeah, I have that like typical music taste, but then sometimes it's just really weird. Let me find it. So the artists that I listen to regularly, and I would call myself like a fan of them, by that means it's like I listen to them regularly. I listen not just to their popular songs, because with other artists that I listen to, it's just a case of I like the songs because I've seen them online and stuff. So, the artists that I properly like: Conan Gray, Olivia Rodrigo, Taylor Swift, Billie Eilish, Marina and the Diamonds, Alex G, Solya, Eileen Allister. Guys, Pretty Girl Thriller by Eileen Allister came out on Friday. You should all go listen to it. TV Girl, yeah, that's basically it. Now, artists that I listen to but not as often are Melanie Martinez, Mitski, The Neighbourhood, Sabrina Carpenter. Honestly, that's kind of it. Yeah, you know, just that typical teenage girl music taste. However, it does range quite a bit, I think. It honestly just depends on my mood and what I'm feeling like listening to today. I actually recently made a playlist of all of my favourite songs by each artist that I like, and just regular songs. It has 146 songs on it, and it's exactly 9 hours long. So, that's quite a long time. I like performing a lot. Now, that's something that some people wouldn't guess about me, especially not when I was younger, because I never grew up with any musical theatre or anything. I don't really watch movies. I don't really watch shows. I promise I try. Everyone recommends me stuff. I just never get around to it. I'm sorry. And especially musical theatre, because mainly because my parents don't like it. However, since joining secondary school, I have been doing a lot of it. We have this thing called House Arts at the beginning of every year. I've done that 3 years in a row from year 7 to year 9, which is basically where all the houses compete. So I have done that. I've gotten like pretty big roles in all of that. I have done the end of year production for each year. So at year 7, I was in Annie. In year 8, I was in Maiden Dagenham. This year, we're doing Legally Blonde, and so I'm in that as well. And I also did this thing for my school's 40th anniversary because I got selected, and a couple of other people. It was like, I'm not sure how many people it was, but it was really cool because like the people who were like most confident in like drama and stuff were selected to perform this thing over the years, which was like, it was like an hour long, and we did it 3 times. We only thought we were doing it once. We actually did it 3 times, and it was honestly really fun. So it's something I actually enjoy doing, even though I'm not the best at it or I don't get picked for like main roles. I just enjoy it. So I love watching YouTube. Some of my favourite YouTubers right now are Duncan Unot, Ben of the Week, and Lauren, like the emo who from Whoville. Again, I'm just basic and boring, and I don't have a life, basically. That's kind of my introduction video. Yeah, that is kind of my introduction. I love you guys. Hopefully this YouTube channel can grow, and so can my Instagram. And yeah, I hope it's really fun. Bye bye!